Evening, all. Um, I just wanted to I don't want to take too much time, but just talk about keeping hope alive. And I know, there's, phrases from movies and stuff to keep hope alive and all of that, but I really do mean keep hope alive. People that you thought would always be stuck in a particular mentality or approach to life, to relationships, they can surprise you. My mother, and I know there's a lot of mother-daughter people out there that have interesting relationships with their moms. Mine is quite interesting, but we've evolved a lot. My mom has evolved a lot. She is definitely a person who is proud and not easily, she's not a person that's willing to admit that she's wrong or that she regrets certain decisions that she's made or choices that she's made. Takes her a long time to be willing to say, maybe I could have done that differently. It takes a lot for her. But she has her moments where she's really shocked me in a great way. In a great way. She and my dad came over. My stepdad. He's been my dad for over 40 years. So he's my dad. But they came over this past weekend with one of my youngest nephews. And I didn't know what to expect. I knew I was going to be hospitable and I was going to be welcoming. But I hadn't seen my nephew in a really long time, so I wasn't quite sure where he was at mentally, emotionally, and things like that. So I wanted to kind of observe him and kind of see where he was at. And then, of course, with my parents, just constantly, making sure that I'm choosing to be, loving, gracious, making my space a safe space for them to be them in whatever mood or whatever that they're in. But everything went really, really well. And it was a really, really great visit. It was great seeing my nephew and seeing how well he's been doing. And just my mother, I was walking her out to my parents' car, and she kept seeming like she was hovering, like she wasn't really trying to leave just yet, like there was something on her mind. So I kind of slowed down a little bit, both mentally and physically, to give her the time to sort out whatever it was that she had on her mind. And so finally, she said to me that a conversation that we had had at the dining room table that evening had really stuck with her because I had said that you have to be willing to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself about who you are, what you stand for, what you're about, the good and the bad. Like, you have to look in the mirror and you have to be honest and acknowledge where you're at, and then once you've acknowledged those things, then decide what you want to do about it. If you want to do anything about it, be honest about that too. So she had circled back to that conversation, and she told me that she had had that exact moment the day before. Her and my stepdad were talking about something, and she had to admit some things to herself. And she wasn't specific about those things, but I didn't need her to be specific, because I've gotten resolved and forgiven her for a lot of things over the years or whatever. So I'm cool. Whatever she wants to tell me, she can, and if she doesn't want to share it, that's fine too. But she was just saying that it was really hard for her to understand some things about herself and about some of the decisions that she's made in her life, and where those decisions have ultimately ended her and her relationships and things like that. So I was really proud of her, because she gives me hope, for a lot of people, but specifically because my mom is like 73, or she'll be 73, I think, this month, the end of this month. And so something that I always say to people, and it holds true, and it was even more confirmed yesterday talking to my mom, was as long as you have breath in your body, you are able to do whatever it is that you choose to do. You are able to evolve and transform however way you want to, as long as you have that breath, as long as you can. That's a moment for you to make a decision, to make a certain change, whatever it is. And that holds true for all of us. The worst of the worst, the people that we think will never change, you can't do anything about it, they're just who they are, they still can change as long as they have that breath in their body. They still can make that change, that positive, progressive, loving, forgiving, graceful change. So I just wanted to just end on that note. Just keep hope alive. You just never know. They can surprise you.